Hello everybody and welcome back. This is Zips once again for Total Gaming Network and CS Station, and we're taking another look at the crew. I've played a bit more since the last video, and the game is actually updated a couple times since then as well, including, I believe, this stuff looks to be new. Because any of the previous times I launched the game before, this stuff did not pop up. So that's kind of neat. I'm just gonna back out of there. Wow. Okay. Also since then, like I said, I've done some story missions, and I took a trip up to Seattle. I didn't drive there because, you know, whatever. But here I am in Seattle. It's, you know, sure, it's Seattle, I guess. I'm supposed to go to St. Louis, as the, nice lady is telling me. I'm just gonna drive around Seattle for a moment, and then I'll go to St. Louis, and, I'll do a mission there so you get the idea. I did discover how to repair your car. You get a headquarters just a few missions in, which I probably would have known if I actually had stuck to the story for more than, oh, I don't know, 2 or 3 missions at the start, and got bored and drove to Niagara Falls. Some people were asking me about the census scale. I mean, it's okay, but somebody asked me specifically about New York in the last video. It's not like a 1-to-1 scale replica by any means. Census scale and pretty much everything seems really, really toned down. There are some landmarks here and there that, you know, people will recognize, but you're not going to be able to go to, like, exact streets that you remember from growing up there. I mean, some of the major cities will have the streets and everything. Oh, that guy, okay. But there's, I don't know, it's just severely underwhelming, let's say. The census scale, like I said, it's like 80-85 miles from coast to coast. I am finally seeing other actual people in this game, and I believe it may have had something to do with progressing in the story a bit further than I was last time. I'm not 100% sure, and in fact, they probably hear me talking, because the microphones are really, I believe all talk is perpetually on. There is a way, I think, to disable it, but I don't care enough about the people in the game to do that, and they don't bother me enough for me to warrant turning it off. So, I mean, occasionally you'll just hear, like, crackly mics here and there, but that will be about it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you there's a... This isn't really the fast travel system, but it is a way to get to some of the major cities fast without having to drive there. You still have to obviously go to the the whole satellite dish thing, which you can see kind of over there. It's kind of hard to get the camera angled properly. But these things right here. Open transport map, and you're greeted with this. You can't zoom in from here. But let's say I wanted to go, oh, what's Dallas? We can go to Dallas, New Orleans. I'm actually gonna, you know, let's just kind of hop a little bit. Let's go to the Las Vegas airport, and you know, we'll just see how that is. It does cost money to go to these places, but it's relatively cheap. I mean, I could probably hit up a few things before heading back to the Midwest to do a story mission there. It's no big deal. Like, that was 410 whatever fake fun bucks this is all about. And yeah, here's Vegas. I guess we'll head to the Strip. I mean, that's a hotel. Is that the what's the Luxor? That's the pyramid. I've never been to Vegas, so I don't have any clue. I really don't have much of a desire to go to Vegas. I'm sure it's fun, like, to go once, but I don't know. Vegas so far looks to be the most impressive of the cities that I've been to. Even more so than New York, because let's face it, Vegas is, I mean, it looks freaking awesome regardless. I mean, they'd have to work pretty hard to screw, you know, Vegas up with all these, very recognizable, hotels and casinos and events and attractions here. So yeah, I mean, this looks pretty good. Yeah. This is actually probably the most impressive thing I've seen. Wow, okay, most impressive thing I've seen so far in this game. Visually, it's a little hard to convey through these videos how the game looks, because despite what I might encode or record at, YouTube knocks it down to about a quarter of the quality that it was encoded at. So what you're seeing isn't a really good representation of what the game looks like. Plus, I'm not recording at 1080p. I tried 1080p, but my computer just can't handle that and playing the game at 1080p at the same time as well. I would like to rectify that at some point, but that's probably not going to happen anytime soon. So, I mean, hey, that's Vegas. There's people around. They hear me talking. I don't give a crap. Let's head back to the airport, and we'll go someplace else. Anyway, about the visuals, like I said, you're not getting a really good representation of what the game looks like, but it's still not the best looking game. I mean, some things here and there, like, you know, the shiny road looks, I mean, okay. It's alright. It's nothing to write home about. It's really nothing new. But it looks okay. It's serviceable. But there's just other things that just look so bland. Like these buildings, I mean, just, you know, what are you going to do? Let's head to, oh, I don't care about that. Don't care about that. I don't care about Los Angeles or anything else over here. Was it San Francisco? Don't care. We'll try New Orleans, and then we'll hit up Miami. I mean, this trip is 991. I keep wanting to say Zenny, and I know that's not right. Ubisoft fun bucks. Ubi dollars. I don't know. I don't know what it is. The game does have an okay soundtrack. I mean, you know, it's a typical modern soundtrack. There's a rock station, pop station, classical station. You got a decent rendition of Ave Maria in there, you know, whatever. Obviously, you're not hearing it now because YouTube would get all up in arms and they would flag the video instantly. Because God forbid you have any music in your game. Or your video, rather. Well, I mean, this is... Sure, this is New Orleans, I guess.
Something of a giant, dude.
And that guy's talking.
Shroom's such a giant. Why are you friends with him? God.
Man. I love all talk.
You carried a jack. Never forget that moment.
I just kind of want to sit and listen to this guy.
Oh, what the hell? Spinning car. What the hell is this?
Guy seems to be running into a bug.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, what do you guys see?
What's wrong? You did that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so that's New Orleans. Oh my god. In-game voice quality sucks shit, apparently. Going to Miami.
Says that someone's behind me. Wonder who.
I think the really interesting thing about this is that those people aren't really near me on the map, yet I can hear them almost clear as day. I mean, if the in-game voice codec was any better, or if his mic was better, might be a little bit more decent, but, you know, whatever. So, hey, here's Miami. It's an airport. Also, another thing, you cannot hit pedestrians. They will always jump out of the way, or you will just clip right through them, like so. One thing I do hate about this as well is you kind of pinball off of cars more often than not. And this is really noticeable, really, in just the races. And some of the physics do get a little wonky.
Why does this say I have 23 miles?
I mean, there you go. See, my car's a wreck, so he wants me to go back to repairs. So, we could do that, I suppose. Or we could just continue on with the mission. And that is to go to St. Louis. I haven't really competed in any PvP stuff. I really don't care about that. I mean, I could try, but I'm not doing this for any review type deal. This guy, still very prominent on the mic here.
Next time you come to my house, don't touch my controller.
I don't even want to know what the hell they're talking about. There we go, St. Louis. Saves me the drive, and hopefully I can get away from these mics.
Oh, I can't wait to see it.
Fantastic. And I'm assuming, because I can't hear who he's talking to, he doesn't realize that he's talking in-game.
You pretty lost.
No, I still hear him. I still hear him. I still hear this guy. Amazing. I think it finally stopped. Good God. I gotta kill somebody, apparently. I don't want to do that thing. Oh, God. See, that is another thing I kind of hate. Okay, see that there? If you drive or you skim past any of these just random events on the street, it kind of just activates it without really giving you much of a choice. I mean, you could swerve to avoid it, but it's annoying. So we're gonna do this one, though. We're gonna do this one because we're here. Retry. And it sets you up automatically for whatever stupid reason. So here we go. For this jump thing. And that car's gonna screw me, and I actually just screwed myself. Wow. Unreal. Just unreal. Can I... Thank you. That was terrible. I didn't know where it was going. I might edit that out. Because I'm embarrassed by how bad that was. Here we go. And... oh, silver. But, whatever. If I leveled my car up more, I could probably do it. So here's the thing. When you do any of these missions, be these story or just these side quest type deal, if you place bronze, silver, or gold, you will get an item. Because my current impact is already high enough, this thing doesn't do anything for me. It doesn't improve my car at all. It doesn't make it worse. It doesn't make it better. So I'm just going to send that to HQ because I don't want to equip it right now. It's not going to do anything for me. And you get a little bit of experience for it, and you get some money for it. You get the dineros. I don't know what they are. Who cares what they are? But you get that for each thing you do. And not only do you level your character up, but you also level your car up. And the higher your car level, the more things you can put onto it, and the better you can make it. So that's kind of cool. And I am almost at my destination, so get ready for a great... I'm going to assume there's a cutscene, because there's been a cutscene for everything else so far. Oh, look at that. Quick co-op? No, let's just do solo. I'm going to take this guy down. St. Louis. St. Louis. They spelled out Saint.
Damn it. Take her down. I'll work on getting her off the streets. Protective custody, something.
Get out of the way, people. I gotta take this big old truck down. So yeah, there's a whole story about... I know I said I was gonna ruin the story last time, but the story's just so dumb. I kind of want to, just because the story revolves around you going to jail because you were falsely accused of murdering your brother, and now you're trying to infiltrate these street racing gangs, and you gotta work your way up to the top. And you do that by taking them down and racing them and doing all sorts of stupid crap. And... wow, okay. And the highest rank is V8, which is really super dumb. And yeah. Oh, you're... wow. Yep, that was it. That's all I had to do, is hit her once. And wow, that looked really bad. But that was the mission. I did it, guys. Mission complete. So again, after each mission, you get a thing like this. Hey, I leveled up. Go me. And I got a perk point. You get a perk point for each level. And they're kind of like passive things, like you get better braking ability, percentage better braking ability if you want, or you get more money or experience each time you do something. I'll show you that once we get there. And since I did really well on this, I got a gold item, level 5, and it's going to have a +5 impact. So that raises my car level up to 60 when I equip it. I will get bonus acceleration. Boom. There we go. Look at all those points. I'm amazing. And, you know, you got your things there. It tells you how much time you took, the target damage, and whatever bonus. It changes based on all that kind of stuff. You can see friend leaderboards. I don't think any of my friends have actually played this beta yet, so they're not going to show up there. And look at that. I'm as good as all these other people who got the exact same score. Phenomenal. So we're going to continue, and we'll see if there's any more cutscene going on here. Maybe? Yep. A little bit of a cutscene. And I don't care about talking over this, because like I said, this is really dumb. I'm not going to be showing you the whole story anyway, because this is still a beta. I don't know the whole story. I don't care about the whole story. And Troy's like, hey, good job. So here we go. I'm done with this beta. I didn't really find this to be too enjoyable. I'm not going to lie. It's okay. I mean, there's some good promise here. Oh, look, there's an actual landmark. Fantastic. There's the arch. Everyone take a good hard look at that. These guys don't stop, do they? But I like open world racing games when they're done right. And to me, something like Burnout Paradise felt right because there was a lot of optional things to do in that, and the city was huge and it felt great and it was really varied. And while, yeah, this does take place across the United States, there is a lot of variation there, it's just the scale seems so wrong. Especially for a place that's real. You can get away with something like this if it was, you know, just a made-up fictional place, but you can't really do that with something like the United States of America. And also with Burnout Paradise, the optional stuff was activated when you wanted to. Okay, so now that there's a little bit of quiet time. I also like games like Test Drive Unlimited 2, because again, it was dictated by your own pace. Nothing else. So, I don't know. Maybe the final game will be better, but I'm not feeling this right now. So with that said, this has been Zips for Total Gaming Network and CS Nation. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed these couple of videos. I hope to get back into the swing of things soon enough. And we'll catch you next time.